Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Emma's vlogs, probably the single most popular long-term vlog series. Now, she spent the first day of this out of town. She didn't really get to train for almost a week, so this is a little behind, and that's okay. She actually hit a decent bench, but she wasn't able to get it on camera. Just due to issues with filming for her first workout of the week for max effort, but we actually did the classic bench. And I don't know what she got. It was like 155. I would have to recheck the notes. I completely forgot. But we did our normal max effort day. And because we didn't get that on film and she didn't go for a true PR or anything, we may test her bench again here in the near future, like we're going to do on her squat coming up. But, we did her normal stuff. We did pause benching, we did chins, we did triceps, and so on. All right. For this, we got 235. 235. Now, she was not feeling well. They had not enough food or something went wrong with her flight or whatever home. So she wasn't at 100%. So she wasn't fully happy with that. Because, again, we've hit bigger with some variations, I believe. But that wasn't a true PR. I think she matched her best back squat at 235. So we're going to retest it pretty soon because she's just now restarted her bulk. And I may start calling these builds. I'm actually contemplating, because of the negative connotations that have been built around it, of calling it a build instead of a bulk, the way my friend Dr. Alan Bacon does. It may be the way to go, just because, again, people's mindset, there's this negative mindset around the word bulk that it means you're just going to get sloppy and fat. That's never what it meant. So he just renamed it a build, and then all of a sudden everyone's happy with it. I don't think that's a bad approach. Again, I know it's a matter of semantics, but we have to deal with things that have been imprinted on people. So her max effort lower day is pretty much cambered bar good mornings, right? Safety bar split squats. We do hanging leg raises. And then she does reverse hypers, right? We do reverse hypers after. So again, very, very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am contemplating going back on conjugate. I just feel like it's when I see stuff like Emma's vlogs, and even a lot of people enjoy this. They enjoyed Mike's vlogs. And I have so much equipment. I am actually tempted right now, after this coming meet, I am very tempted to consider conjugate again. I'm going to think on it. I know more about setting it up now, and I was already hitting big numbers when I ran it before. All right. I've just got to keep enough specificity for meets. But lower day, pretty straightforward. These 4 movements are done after her max effort. And no, I don't have her do the double max. Like, I would need to do double maxes. I would need to do them for my goals on lower day. Emma doesn't have to do that. She's just trying to get generally strong. All right, speed bench day. Normal speed bench against bands like we always do for her. We rotate grips, all 3 grips. Wide, medium, close. All right, wide, medium, close. For 9 sets of 3, we do pull-ups. We did pull-ups this week. I rotate these back and forth on her a bit. So she did wide grip pull-ups. And obviously, she's pretty good at these. And a lot of people come in and she gets hate in these lately. It's just trolls making stuff up, saying, oh, she's stagnated. She can't lift this, can't lift that. And it's like, y'all are so far off. We laugh about it. Although she did say, hey, she sent to me with this footage, tell people not to laugh at me because you put 50% of my max on the overhead press, and this is 50% of it is the empty bar for all these sets of 10. But tell them they can't make fun of me. So you guys can't make fun of her for that. It's what we prescribed in terms of weight. I don't know. Some of the people who would chime in and say anything, some of the guys probably can't even do 5 sets of 10 with the empty bar themselves. Kind of the impression I get. I think the average troll and hater who comes in on this channel probably can't. I bet you they probably can't. I don't even think they lift. All right, so after that, she does dumbbell extensions for her triceps. And then we go over to dynamic effort lower. All right, so we do safety bar box squats with bands. Safety bar box squats with bands. All right. And we do sumos against bands. We're in a sumo wave. I rotate those. We rotate those for her. So, and I have her doing doubles on these days. Some lifters I had them do singles. I feel like there's a certain point we can get a little more volume if we do more. Get a little more volume in with the doubles. Depends on how you look at it from Westside's perspective. And who knows what's going to happen with those philosophies now that Louie's gone. You know? But afterwards, she does split squats. We do hanging leg raises. And we do reverse hypers. So, this will be interesting, though, once they get a belt squat, because they've talked about doing that. I've had her and Louie talk about it, that they may get a belt squat, in which case a lot of those one-legged exercises are going to go by the wayside for a while, because they're largely interchangeable. There's a lot of interchangeability between, say, a split squat and a belt squat. And if you look at why we do the movements and what we do with them, that makes a lot of sense. They're almost interchangeable. It's just belt squat's easier to set up if you have one. Particularly if you go fairly wide on the belt squat, because of what happens with the ranges of motion and the hip angles. Plus the fact that it unloads the back for the most part. So the belt squats and traction, there's still some weight on there, but the amount of weight you can hold on and load your spine with on a one-legged squat tends to be relatively low. And that's the whole idea, right? We can get a difference in the range of motion because of the isolateral work. We can balance stuff out, but we get the same balance by doing really wide stance stuff, right? Any squatting or leg pressing or anything done with a really wide stance, it's actually easier to correct unilateral muscle imbalances. Now, keeping in mind, we mean in terms of force production, not in terms of an aesthetic, and here's why. The human body is not symmetrical. Therefore, if your muscles are perfectly balanced for your performance and ratios, they're going to be hypertrophy-wise slightly imbalanced. And if they're hypertrophy balanced identical, which is what bodybuilders often pursue, but you have a structural bone structure difference on each side, you actually are not doing yourself any favors. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.